keeping up with our motto, let learning be a joy and teaching a pleasure. Here we are with the remote teaching and learning process to bridge the gap. Happy learning students. Hello students. I, Miss Radhika Yadav, teaching at Thakur Vidya Mandir High School and Junior College, subject history, here again with you, dealing with civics of Standard 7, Chapter 1, Introduction to our Constitution. So students, it's been so many years in civics you have been learning about rules and laws that are mentioned by the government, right? Now what do you think, are these rules and regulations are necessary in our life? Yes. We have rules and regulations everywhere. Like you have rules in our country where the government, then schools, villages, then our family. There are no rules in a family. However, there are norms about the behavior of members in a family. There are rules in a school regarding admissions, uniform, and studies. Different competitions also have their own rules. The administration of our village or city is also carried out in accordance with rules. Similarly, the administration of our country is carried out through a system of rules. The rules regarding family, school, village, or city are limited in nature, but the rules or provisions about the administration of a country are much wider in scope. Now, why are these rules and regulations are necessary in our life? So students, for example, just imagine in your school, if there are no rules and regulations, you have good teachers, good management, everything is there, but you don't have rules and regulations, then what? What will happen the next? Yes, of course, there will be total indiscipline in the school. So that is the reason that in order to maintain good discipline and also good atmosphere or environment all around, what do we need to do for the peaceful atmosphere? We need to have certain rules and regulations, and that is the reason government has framed certain rules and regulations for every individual to follow. Now you must be thinking or questioning to yourself, where are these rules and regulations are found? Who has written all these rules and regulations? So that is what we are going to learn today in our first lesson of civics, that is Introduction to our Constitution. Now what do we understand by the word Constitution? So students, Constitution is a book in which the provisions regarding the administration of a country are mentioned together in a systematic way is called a constitution. I repeat, Constitution is a book in which the provisions regarding the administration of a country are mentioned together in a systematic way is called a constitution. This makes the constitution a written document of the provisions related to the administration of the country. Government is established by the representatives elected by the people. It is bound to carry out administration of the country as per the provisions of the Constitution. The rules and provisions in the Constitution are the basic or fundamental law of the land. While making laws, the government is bound to follow the Constitution. If it does not do so, then the judiciary can declare those laws null and void or unconstitutional. Now what provisions we have in the Constitution? The provisions in the Constitution are about different things. For example, citizenship, the rights of citizens, the relationship between citizens and the state, subjects of the laws to be made by the governments, elections, restrictions on government, jurisdictions of the state, etc. Almost all countries have accepted the principle of governance according to a constitution. Yet, the nature of the constitutions of different countries is different. There are differences of history, social structures, culture, traditions, etc. between the countries. Similarly, their needs and objectives also might be different. Each country tries to create a constitution that is not only suited to its needs and objective but also is in tune with its distinct nature. Now, students, do you know the administration of countries like America and England is carried out as per their respective constitutions, but these two constitutions are different. The American Constitution came into force in 1789. It is a written constitution and has only 7 articles. Even after 225 years, the American government follows the same constitution. England has a long history of several centuries. The rules of running the country here are found in the form of conventions, norms, and traditions, yet they are followed meticulously. The Magna Carta of 1215 marks the beginning of the development of the English Constitution. Even though there are certain written rules, the English Constitution is considered to be primarily unwritten. Now, necessity of a constitution. Now, why do we require constitution? What is the necessity of the constitution? We'll see over here. There are several advantages of governing a country with the help of rules or provisions included in a constitution. So, first necessity we have that government has to function within a set of rules. This reduces the possibility of the misuse of the power and authority they have been given. A constitution includes the rights and freedoms of the citizens. Government cannot take away these rights. Therefore, people's rights and freedoms are safeguarded. Running a country as per the provisions of the Constitution is the same as establishing the rule of law. Then there is no scope for the misuse of power or high-handed administration. Next we have, if a country is run as per the constitution, the faith that the common people have in the government increases. Then they become keen on participating in the activities of the government. Democracy is strengthened due to the increased participation of the people. Next, constitution presents some political ideals before the country. The nation is also bound to act in that direction. It creates an atmosphere conducive to attain world peace and security and preservation of human rights. Since the Constitution also includes the list of citizens' duties, it fixes the responsibility of the citizens as well. Thanks for watching. Thank you, students.